This year's Oscar Best Director nominees are David Russell for American Hustle, Alfonso Cuarón for Gravity, Martin Scorsese for The Wolf of Wall Street, Alexander Payne in Nebraska, and 12 Years a Slave director Steve McQueen. So where do we see this category eventually leading to? Who's going to win it, Ryan?
I think me and Liam are on the same page as it's going to Alfonso Cuarón, are we?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just been leaning that way lately with Wang Lee for Life of Pi. Like the really technically astonishing films have taken it more.
Yeah.
Except for Scorsese for Hugo, but I can forgive that.
In the past, it seems like director was very closely linked with picture. I don't think that's the case anymore.
No, it almost seems like as a way of
Especially not after last
awarding
year.
two different films.
Yeah, exactly. So it's entirely I think that's actually one of the things working against Steve McQueen is that his film is a front runner. So let's reward maybe a more experienced director. This is actually one of the times where he's the only person with their first nomination as a director. I don't really think Scorsese's got a shot here. I think the nomination.
I don't think he does,
I'd
although
love to see
he
him
is
get
my
it.
personal favorite.
Same.
I'm totally
Same.
biased because 12 Years, or not 12 Years, sorry, Wolf of Wall Street was my favorite film of the year, but I'd love to see Scorsese get it. I just think it's going to Cuarón as
and
well.
it's such an awesome film for someone in his age to have made too. He's just the best living director, so it would have been great to see him get it. I want Steve McQueen to win this. I really do.
I want Scorsese
I don't think he will.
too.
Yeah,
it's like you said.
it's-
At 71 years of age, he's a more brave director than 25-year-old directors.
Yeah, I think
at Sundance.
He's
think
still
you mentioned
making
to the-
masterpieces.
I think you mentioned this to me after we saw Wolf of Wall Street, but O. Russell is getting all this acclaim for essentially making an homage to Scorsese films, and Scorsese's out
Bad
there,
homage.
Reinventing himself.
yeah, and
like
just pushing the medium further.
yeah, and yet we're gonna hang on the past a little bit. Like,
I don't think O. Russell should have even.
I don't think he should have been nominated
Nominated.
either. Put the Coens in there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd personally put Paul Greengrass just because I thought Captain Phillips was really competent. And Coens could have gotten in for screenplay or something.
Spike Jonze. Even.
Spike Jonze
Yeah.
even totally could have gotten it, although he got screenplay. But yeah, I kind of am on board with you guys. Alfonso Cuarón's definitely got a really good shot. I really wouldn't be surprised if Hustle took it though. It's just got so much momentum with those 10 nominations, and Russell has now directed 3 movies in a row that he's been nominated for Best Director,
11
and the movie's been
acting
nominated for Best. Yeah, it's
11
really
out of potential 12.
and you got to
really.
think that he's making friends in the Academy, and that kind of thing could help too. If you ask me today, I'd say David O. Russell. If you ask me a little closer, I might switch back to Alfonso Cuarón, but coming off those Globes that just surprised me how openly they accepted and rewarded American Hustle, and the fact that it got the 10 nominations, I think he's kind of the front runner, at least for now. Though, of the
That's
categories we
actually
talked
why
about,
he's
it's one of the
not
open
my
ones.
front runner.
Oh yeah, because it can get nominated and awarded in other categories.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about director and picture being a way to award 2 different films. I don't think that's exactly out of their own possibility that Hustle sneaks in and takes picture.
So I hope McQueen wins. The both of you are hoping for Scorsese. Who would you like to see win, Liam?
McQueen. I just think as a visual artist, just going into filmmaking, I think this is just great directing. I mean, Scorsese, it's a little more expected, even if the movie exceeds those expectations, but for McQueen, I think it's just an achievement for the guy.
I just want to say too, because I really liked 12 Years a Slave. I loved it, and I thought McQueen was great, but I thought he was much more impressive as a director of his other 2 films. He has a vision there that was totally uncompromised, and 12 Years a Slave is, to me, not a very challenging film. It's Schindler's List in a way. Like it's going to be manipulative in a way, and there's nothing wrong with that.
But I don't necessarily agree with you. I think there still is a lot that you have to handle in a movie.
Oh no,
like
there is,
that.
and I think he did a fantastic job.
If you listen to interviews with the actors, they talk so much about the tone he set on set, and
yeah, not taking anything away from him. I just wish he would have been given a nomination for something like Hunger, like 4 years ago.